Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Shazliana binti Zul Adnan, and today I'm going to talk about two topics in financial markets and banking services, which are the topic of derivative and offshore market. Firstly, as you can see here, this is the infographic that has been made for derivative markets. But I'm just going to be focused on the subtopic of initial margin under the future markets. Generally, these future markets are one of the types of derivative market. What does it mean by derivative markets? Derivative markets are financial instruments whose value is derived from underlying physical commodity or financial instrument. And how about future markets? Basically, future markets, also known as future contract, that comprise as legal agreement to buy or sell specific underlying asset at specified time in future for specific price determined today. So what is initial margin? Initial margin are initial sum of money or acceptable collateral deposited by all future market participants using margin account. This initial margin has been set based on market volatility and other factors at the prerogative of Malaysia Derivative Clearing House. However, most of the traders prefers a higher margin in order to further protection against the risk that known as variation margin. How about the procedure of these margin requirements? Firstly, all future market participants need to open the margin account at brokerage firms. An account holder must put initial margin, whether it can be sum of money or acceptable collateral. This initial margin will be calculated by some scanner risk and subtract intercommunity spread credit. After getting the result, it will be take the larger amount and short period option minimum. And all participants will close at the end of the day based on the close of that trading session. From that, any of gains will be added to margin account, but any of losses will be subtracted from their margin account. So it can be summarized that in future markets, all traders need to place initial margin in order to guarantee the contract obligation and to maintain market order, at the same time safely and lowering expenses of the market finance activities. Next, we move to the next topic, which is offshore market, one of the financial landscape of Malaysia. Basically, offshore market, one of the financial market in the offshore financial center that have a unique and specific characteristic. What does it mean by that specific characteristic? It because offshore financial center, one of the financial market that have a low tax structure, minimum control requirements, and for sure they have a large number of financial institutions. So from that, it can be said that offshore financial center having a good market to any of participants, as it was a market that has well-developed banking system, having a good currency control, advanced in terms of communication system, and the most important thing is high secrecy of market. In Labuan Offshore, there are two types of company, which is the first one is offshore trading company. This company that typically generate profits by buying and selling products or services to customers in international markets. For example, the company dealing in banking, insurance, trading, and so on. The second one is non-trading company, refers to a company whose activity related to the holding of investment on its behalf. For example, investment in securities, stock, and share. In Labuan Offshore, it has a single regulatory agency who conducts under the enactment of Labuan Offshore Financial Service Authority Act 1996. This Labuan Financial Service Authority having important rules to Labuan Offshore as they are responsible to setting national objectives, policies, and priorities for the development of Labuan International Offshore Financial Center. They also carry out a research and commission studies on offshore financial services in Labuan and also supervise the activity and operation of the offshore financial services industry. And for the Labuan International Business and Financial Center, the goals of this entity are to market Labuan as the premier international business and financial center in ASEAN Pacific. To make it happen, they continue to offer and promote new products and structures, reviewing services and enhancing regulatory environment to the advantage of the market participant. Next, for the tax structure of Labuan Offshore, it depends on which categories of trading company activities. If the company are the offshore trading activities, it will charge on 3% on audited net profit of flat rate of Rm20,000. However, for the company on offshore non-trading activities are categorized to not subject to tax. And last but not least are Labuan business activities. From what I have been present just now, it can be said that there are many of business activities conducted in Labuan offshore market. Mainly it was a banking business, insurance services, capital markets, leasing, factoring, money broking, commodity trading, company management business, and so on. So it can be concluded that Labuan offshore market is offshore service industry that continue to provide source of employment and economic growth of the countries. I think that's all from me. Thank you.